In training the mind, we need the foundation. This is called kamathanta. Kamathana is the foundation. I've heard that you've been doing this here. You've been training yourselves. When we make the body the foundation for awareness, we look after the body with awareness. Let the body fetch and link up with awareness. Let the mind join up with awareness. When there is movement in either the body or the mind, be aware of it. Be aware of thoughts in the mind. Don't know anything else. There are two kinds of thinking. One is intentional thinking, the other is sneak thinking. Intentional thinking comes to an end. And one doesn't want to think unless it is necessary. When someone asks us to calculate something we're not particularly interested to figure things out, this is intentional thinking. Now, stealthy thinking. Thinking arises by itself, even though we don't want to think. We have to know this in time. Don't be trapped by it. For example, when we go to sleep, we think about all sorts of issues. Then we dream. 8 hours of sleep is still not enough that way. On waking up, one doesn't feel refreshed. Try making movements before going to sleep, such as moving the fingers or turning the hand up and down. The breath may be refined and happens unintentionally, so it's easy to lose it. Use real movements to deal with thoughts. The Buddha calls Kanyapasana awareness of the body. Just the postures of standing, sitting, walking, and lying down are not enough. We have to make intentional movements to move and be aware of it continuously. When a thought comes up, come back to the hand as it is moving. When a thought comes up for a second time, come back a second time. This way, thoughts become our teacher. It is experience in training oneself. Don't try to stop thoughts from arising. One can do that by using a mantra, but that is tranquility meditation. It is peaceful, but one will waste a lot of time. But real meditation is about being diligent and being aware. Don't go to sleep. Don't become peaceful. Be diligent to know. Know as continuous as links in a chain. The Buddha said that whoever has continuous up to 7 days as a minimum can expect to be nearly enlightened, if not fully enlightened. Who's going to test out whether this is true or not? To have awareness is continuous as links in a chain for 1 week. To know as links in a chain means 1 moment at a time, like this. It is not entering into a state of some kind, it's like this. Be aware 1 time, 1 time, 1 time. Feel it. Feel. Don't go into peaceful or dull states of mind. Be aware of the body as continuous as the links in a chain. I teach using the form of making use of movements. It helps to make movements intentionally. It is the intention that makes awareness grow fast. To meditate means to be diligent in being aware. To repeat a mantra is not meditation, it is recitation. One should have awareness all around. Awareness has to be powerful and in time. Check out for yourself, what do you use in your life more, awareness or delusion? And does that have an effect on us or not? What is it like to have more awareness? Let your actions decide this matter. You don't need more knowledge. That's easy enough to teach. There are plenty of institutions in the world to study at. But we are the only ones who can teach ourselves to be aware. Try it out. Do you feel it? Are you aware? This is the way to establish a foundation in awareness. Give your attention to verify the teachings of the Buddha. For example, you are aware of breathing, and when a thought arises, you return to the breath. Don't follow the thought. When there is a sound, don't deny it, don't stuff up your ears. Just come back to awareness. Our intention is to be the one who knows. I always say to be diligent to know. To just know for 1 hour or 1 day. When delusion comes up, you see how different it is from knowing. We don't want it. After 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, the difference becomes very clear. One knows for oneself. When we know that awareness and delusion are like, what awareness and delusion are like, we sort it out, because delusion is no good, especially things like anger and so on. Awareness is for the overcoming of suffering, for peace, for the realization of nibbana. And it is the path as well. The path is the state of watching. Watching and seeing, and not being caught up.